So one night a week, Jules and I throw axes in the backyard axe throwing league. So we need something that's easy to cook, delicious, easy to eat, and will give us the fuel we need to win. Welcome friends, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're going to do a one-pan sausage dish. Super simple, goes in the oven and you forget about it. So I'm going to start out with some sausages. Use your favorite sausages. I'm not going to tell you that you have to use a specific kind. Find ones that you like and use them. That simple. If you want a hot Italian sausage, use a hot Italian. If you want sweet, use sweet, bratwurst, whatever. Oktoberfest, all of them are fine. So I put those into a cast iron frying pan. Anything that you can stick in the oven and then move to the stovetop is fine. On top of that, I'm going to put some onion, and that's onion that I've just peeled and quartered, and I just fit those in around the sausages. Next in are 4 little cloves of garlic, and you just sort of spread those around inside the pan. Next we talk about the vegetables, and you can put in pretty much any vegetable that you like. This time, for me, I'm going to use fennel and apple. Sometimes I'll throw in carrots as well, but I think fennel and apple goes really well with this particular sausage. So I'm just going to clean up the fennel a little bit. There we go. Cut it in half. I'll probably cut it into sixths. And throw those into the pan as well. There we go. Now, I got a new knife. This company, the Chef Club, sent me this really cool black steel knife. Jury's still out. I need to use it for a while before I endorse it, but out of the box, it feels pretty good in my hand, and it's sharp. So, cut the apples in half. Again, use an apple that you like the flavor of. So many times I see recipes and people say you have to use a specific apple, but if you don't like that apple, then why are you using it? Pick an apple that you like. So I've cut these in half. I'll probably cut them in quarters. That just makes it easier to pull out the core. Last thing is a little bit of sauce. So we need some mustard and a little bit of maple syrup. Get a spoon. And some oil. And you could use whatever oil you use regularly at home to cook with. Whether that's canola, olive oil, and don't use a really good olive oil for this at all. Just something that you would normally cook with or fry with. And into that, I'm going to put just a little bit of maple syrup first. Maybe a little bit more. This is going to give a little bit of sweetness, but more than that, it's sort of an earthy tone at the bottom that is really good. So, and then some Dijon mustard. And you know, you can eyeball this. It's not, as much as this is a recipe, it's not that difficult to eyeball everything. Once it's all mixed together, you just drizzle it over everything in the pan. And try to get a good drizzle everywhere. If you're able to mix this up and get everything coated without making a total mess, go right ahead. I'm just going to stick it in the oven. I'll see you in about an hour.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Jules.
Hey, friends.
You want to get a serving spoon and serve
Yeah.
the potatoes?
Thanks for making supper once again.
So a little bit of everything for you. Serve some potatoes there.
Okay.
Make sure I got, there you go.
Ooh.
There's your plate.
Thank you. As soon as I elbow out there. 2 potatoes for me. How about a fork and a knife?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Let me get that too.
So there's a little bit of sauce in the bottom of the frying pan. Depending on what vegetables you use, there may or may not be enough sauce, and you can add a little bit of chicken stock in the bottom after you take it out of the oven if it's a little too dry, and make a little bit more sauce if you want more sauce.
If you need more sauce, it looks
Yeah.
pretty It all looks pretty good though.
Yeah. So I'm
I don't know
gonna
what
have.
to try first.
I'm just gonna have a little bit of the sauce on the potato and see what happens.
That's much sweeter than I was expecting.
Yeah. Roasting the onion like that with everything else makes it very sweet, and then you also get a little bit of sweetness. Well, there's maple syrup on it.
Oh, there's just some maple syrup on it.
There's a little
Oh,
maple
yeah.
syrup on it, but you also get some sweetness from the fennel, and it will all go, and the apple. All of those flavors will come together, give a roasty and a sweet flavor.
I just like it's a nice blend of flavors. You can just kind of mix and match all those together.
Yeah, and so, like I said earlier, start with the sausage that you want, and then just match some vegetables to it. I mean,
Add the things you like.
there's a whole bunch of different root vegetables that would go in here.
Yes.
Parsnips would go in here. You could put, I don't know, rutabaga in here if you
And
wanted
at the
to.
last minute, you could throw in anything from peas, corn, leafy things like spinach. In the last few moments,
Splash in some white wine. You could throw in some cabbage. Yeah, all of those things. So I mean,
it's so easy to throw things together.
so it's
one pot.
It's another sort of non-recipe recipe. You just put some things in, you throw it in the oven. Took about 55 minutes, an hour, and away you go.
You put in some joy,
Yep.
and good to go.
So give it a try. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.